Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop, and today we're gonna be talking about first signature shoes. All about first signature shoes, right? And this is gonna be a pretty controversial video probably. So if you disagree with the list, tell us what your list would be down in the comment section below. But I got 4 lists, right? So I got the best looking first signature shoes, I got the best performing signature shoes, and basically the opposite of that, the worst performing signature shoes, and also the ugliest first signature shoes, right? So yeah, let's get it started right off with the best looking. I got a top 5 pretty much for all of these lists, right? So best looking, number 5, we got the Tatum 1. The Tatum 1, I don't know what it is, guys, but a lot of you guys didn't like how the Tatum 1 looks for some reason. I don't know, I really like how it looks, and some of the colorways that have come out are really dope. And Jason Tatum's PEs also have looked really good. So yeah, in my personal opinion, it's number 5, and a lot of people are probably gonna be mad about that, but you know, it is what it is, I guess, right? All right, moving on to number 4, we got the Jaw 1s, and I really like how the Jaw 1s look as well. And these are all of these shoes are gonna be like on the newer side of things, not like old school shoes. So I don't know, I really don't like how the old school shoes look either. You know what I mean? Like the Kobe 1, the KD 1, which I probably shouldn't have said that because no, it's fine. But I definitely feel like people are gonna be mad that I said that. Anyways, the Jaw 1 looked great. It looked great. It looks like a skate shoe, right? Also, some of the colors that came out looks great. And looking like a skate shoe is a good thing, you know, in my personal opinion. I like the way skate shoes look. You guys remember in like the early 2000s, you know, when skate shoes were good or big? Etnies, you know, we got Cyrus, and like what? America. Oh my god. Anyway, so we got John 1 at number 4. Alright, moving on to number 3, of course. Also, some people are gonna be mad about this, or actually a lot of people, but just my personal opinion, it's my list. We got the Jordan 1s. The Jordan 1s at number 3, and people are like, blasphemy, right? I don't know. I definitely like how it looks, but I definitely feel like there are other shoes that look a little bit better, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, the Jordan 1 is iconic, you know, it's an amazing silhouette. But honestly, like, I saw an interview where Michael Jordan said he didn't even like how they look. He said they looked ugly, so I don't know, but there's that. Moving on to number 2. I love the shoe, and it's the PG1. The PG1, you guys remember the shining colorway that came up, but also the PG1 had freaking amazing colorways, and the overall silhouette looked freaking amazing as well. The strap looked great, the placement of the swoosh, you know, looked great, and also the midsole design on the lateral side looked great too. So yeah, the PG1, amazing looking shoe. And then now moving on to number 1, the best looking first signature shoe in my personal opinion, you guys probably already know, is the Kyrie 1. And my favorite colorway of the Kyrie 1 definitely is the Dream colorway. The Dream colorway is one of my grails. Like, I don't have that many grails, you know what I mean? I have a lot of shoes. So I don't really, you know, like want that many shoes as far as like colorways go even, but the Dream colorway is definitely one that I really want, because I don't know, it's the first colorway of that signature shoe line. And it's just an amazing looking shoe as well. I love the teeth design. I love the mesh, like how the mesh material looks on that shoe. I love the mid-cut design as well. Performance wise, nah, the Kyrie 1 was not great. I did not like the Kyrie 1 performance, so I don't like playing in that shoe. It's just, I love how it looks. So yeah, the Kyrie 1, amazing looking shoe. All right, now we're gonna be moving on to the best performing first signature shoes, right? And yeah, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be mad about this as well. But in my personal opinion, I definitely feel like newer shoes, right, more modern shoes perform better than like older shoes, in my personal opinion, just because they use better materials. It's thinner, it's lighter, the foam technology, the cushion technology has gotten better as well. So there's not gonna be any like old shoes on this list, so or on the best performing list, right? And it's just a top 5, right? All right, starting off with number 5, we got the Luka 1s. You know, Jordan brand, you know, of course, made the Luka when he signed with Jordan brand, and it's a really nice shoe. It's just the cushion is very disappointing. That's why it's like on the lower, it's like number 5, it's the lowest on this list. But everything else about the shoe is really nice, right? The traction is really good. Material is thin, overall it's supportive too. So overall, pretty damn good looking shoe as well. So yeah, the Luka 1, I really enjoy playing in from time to time. All right, moving on to number 4, we got the MB1, and I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be mad about that as well. I'm making a lot of people mad probably. I'm sorry. But yeah, the MB1, I really like playing in it. For me personally, the traction was really good with the translucent outsoles. I love the outsole curvature on that as well. You know, the outsole curvature remind me a lot of like the old school Kyries, like the Kyrie 2, 3, 4, and not the Kyrie 5, 6, 7. The 5, 6, 7 had more of like a flatter outsole curvature, you know what I mean? So I really like that as well. The cushion was overall pretty good. You know, it's soft, it's comfortable, it's nothing crazy. It's just a great like responsive cushioning setup with good impact protection, right? And then the material was overall thin. The overall shoe was very supportive as well. So yeah, the MB1 is number 4. Next, we got the Tatum one at number 3. The Tatum one is a great performer. The traction is very solid. It does pick up a little bit of dust, however. The cushion is really nice. I really like the cushion. It's probably one of my favorite cushioning setups that Jordan brand or Nike has to offer. The foam in the heel is very soft, right? You have really good core feel. It's bouncy in the forefoot. It's a really lightweight shoe. It's one of the lightest shoes that you can get right now. So the Tatum one, great performer. Moving on to number 2, we got the PG1. The PG1 is a great performer as well. Yeah, the traction was really good. You just need to break it in a little bit. Cushion was a little underwhelming, however. You know what I mean? The heel not so good, and the forefoot zoom unit, I couldn't really feel it all too much. Material also not the best for quality with the mesh. But support was great. It's an overall lightweight shoe. It's a very responsive shoe as well, and it's a great looking shoe in my opinion too. So that's number 2. Now moving on to number 1 is a shoe that you can't really even get right now because Nike pulled it from their site, but it is the Jaw 1. The Jaw 1 performs really well. Traction is definitely the best on this list. Really good traction. Also the cushion is really nice. I love the top loaded zoom unit. I could feel it a lot easier than the PG1s. And then also the heel has a good amount of compression, which feels nice. You have really good support. It's a lightweight shoe too. So the Jaw 1 is definitely one of my favorite performing first signature shoes, right? All right, moving on to not so good looking first signature shoes. And of course, it's just my personal opinion, but I only have 4 shoes on this list. And honestly, like the fourth, this shoe is not even that ugly. I just don't think it's like great looking. So that's why I kind of put it on this list. But anyways, number 4 is the Zion 1. The Zion 1. It's a pretty damn good performer. However, it's just not the best looking shoe. I definitely feel like the Zion 2 looks a little bit better. But yeah, I definitely feel like some people will be upset with this, that it's on this list, but there it is. Moving on to number 3, okay? Moving on to number 3, we got the Dawn Issue 1. The Dawn Issue 1, not the best looking shoe. Not a great performer either. Some of the colorways that came out, I don't know, it's just a weird looking shoe. Adidas has some really weird looking shoes in my personal opinion. Adidas and also Under Armour, right? But yeah, I feel like most people will agree. The Dawn Issue 1 looks kind of weird, kind of whack, but anyways, there's that. Moving on to number 2 is the D Lillard 1. I freaking really I dislike that shoe very much. Aesthetically and also performance-wise. I don't know, it just looks weird. It looks like a weird like army boot thing. You know what I mean? But not like a high, it's just like a low obviously, but yeah, I just don't like it. Some of the colorways that came out were pretty dope, like that all red one, but the silhouette was just so bad for me. So that's why it's on this list. And of course, moving on to number 1, like the ugliest shoe is the Why Not 0.1. I feel like most people will agree, right? No? I don't know. I feel like it's a weird looking shoe, guys. Yeah, right? That makes sense. I feel like the Why Not 0.1 looked weird. So there's that. There's the ugliest first signature shoes. And then the worst performing signature shoes are also those shoes, basically, pretty much, besides the Zions, right? So the Why Not 0.1 was terrible for me. It's a really nice shoe. Like the traction was good, full length zoom unit felt great. It's just such a heavy, hot, bulky feeling shoe for me that I really dislike playing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like there were some people that liked playing it, but me, not so much, just because of those reasons, right? And then same thing with the Dawn Issue 1. Dawn Issue 1 was a slapper. It was super flat. The traction wasn't very good. So when I was like running down the court, it would slap the ground. The cushion was alright with the full length bounce, and it just doesn't fit me well. I feel like Donovan Mitchell has a really different foot shape than mine, but just doesn't fit me well. So that's why it's on this list, the Dawn Issue number 1. And we got the D Lillard 1 as well. The D Lillard 1 was terrible for me. My foot, with how like the inner booty worked, my foot would move around in that shoe a lot. The traction was really bad. The cushion was terrible. So yeah, all those three: bad traction, bad cushion, bad fit. For me personally, I really didn't like playing in that shoe. So That's why it's on this list. But anyways, that about concludes this very controversial video. Again, if you guys do want to like tell me what your list is down in the comment section below for each of these lists, go ahead and write your list. But that about concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.